Hi, this is Swapnil Bhartiya and welcome to TFR Let's Talk. And today we have with us Adit Madan, Product Marketing Manager at Alluxio. Adit, it's great to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me, Swapnil.
We have covered Alluxio a couple of times, so our audience, they already know about Alluxio. Just to refresh their memories, tell us quickly what problem, especially in the data orchestration space, Alluxio is solving for the customers and ecosystem.
Sure, Swapnil. Alluxio is a data orchestration platform. Data orchestration itself is a fairly overloaded term. Alluxio is responsible for managing both the movement of data across different frameworks, which could be within a single cloud or across a hybrid or multi-cloud, and also a policy-based or access-based movement across all these frameworks. Alluxio as a system is something that is adopted across various different environments. Think of multiple different data centers, a combination of a private data center and a public cloud, or multiple different public clouds. To make this whole process easy for our users, we introduced something called the Alluxio Data Orchestration Hub, which was a management service for Alluxio that we introduced in the last release. With this release, we are expanding support for the hub to Kubernetes environments, and also we're introducing new onboarding guides for our customers. We're introducing Alluxio for hybrid clouds, working with different cloud providers like Amazon, Microsoft, or Google. So we've introduced Terraform-based quick start guides and onboarding tools as well in this latest release of Alluxio.
Last week, Alluxio announced the new release. Talk about some of the features, highlight, improvement, or anything that is significant that users should be kind of aware of.
Yeah, last week we announced our major release, which was Alluxio 2.5. And as part of this release, a major thing that we're announcing is the support for machine learning and AI applications on top of Alluxio. As some of our viewers might know, that Alluxio is a project that came out of the Hadoop space, working closely with Spark and HDFS-like APIs. But with this release, we are expanding to support AI workloads, and specifically using our POSIX API, which is the API of choice for those kind of apps. Other things in this release, in addition to the POSIX API, which was the highlight for this release, was also the support for another API for Alluxio, which is a common API for different data-driven applications, which is the S3 API. So we, at Alluxio, one of our major themes is that we want to make it as easy as possible for our adopters to make use of Alluxio. So with the introduction of the S3 API, admins who are used to using things like the S3 browser for admin control of a storage system can do that without any changes now. In addition to that, we have a few other changes that we have introduced, mostly around integrating Alluxio in a cloud-native environment as well.
You alluded to that, but as the cloud native landscape is changing, not that fast, not at the monthly rate, but it's changing. It is also gaining adoption momentum. All these technologies that were just released 2 or 3 years ago, they are now moving into production. How is Alluxio's roadmap of product portfolio releases are kind of also changing with this changing dynamics? Any new support that you added there for new kind of either workloads or environments?
Yeah, Swapnil. So one of the new kind of workloads that we introduced, like I was mentioning, was around onboarding of model training and deep learning workloads. So you could think of applications like distributed TensorFlow, distributed PyTorch, which is a whole segment of operations that we recently enabled. In terms of environments, one of our goals is that we as a company believe that a hybrid cloud or a multi-cloud is not a transitory state. It's a final state for some of our companies or some of our customers. So we want to make hybrid cloud as easy as possible, similar to what people may be used to with a single cloud.
Let's move from technology and let's talk about partnership. You have also announced partnership. We are working with Nvidia now. talk about that partnership. What is the scope of the partnership? How are these two companies working together?
The partnership with Nvidia is very exciting. As you know, that Nvidia as a company has been a leader in the artificial intelligence and model training space. But with this release, Nvidia is introducing something called Spark Rapids, which is bringing GPU native acceleration to Spark applications. Now, Spark can run on top of GPUs and benefit from GPU acceleration with GPU-aware scheduling, GPU memory representations. And with that, what they realized was that after GPU accelerates the compute, data access becomes a significant challenge. And that's where Alluxio comes in. So Alluxio and Nvidia have worked together to get analytics applications to GPUs, not just deep learning or artificial intelligence, but also ETL, data preprocessing, and also SQL workloads with Spark to GPUs. And that's what this integration is all about.
You also have partnerships with Intel. Talk a bit about how that partnership works. Have you further extended your partnership with each other?
Yeah, Intel is a long-running partnership for us. We started working with Intel at some point about a year or two back, and we've been jointly working together to bring hybrid cloud solutions to market. Alluxio as a system, Alluxio sits between different compute frameworks, be it Spark, Presto, TensorFlow, PyTorch, and different storage systems, which are typically remote. And when Alluxio is managing the movement of data across the remote storage systems and the compute systems, Alluxio utilizes certain tiers of storage to manage the data close to the applications which are accessing them. And this is where Intel comes in. So we have been relying on Intel technologies such as Intel Optane, persistent memory, as a performant storage tier for Alluxio to manage data close to the compute application.
Adit, thank you so much for taking time out today and talk about not only the new release, but also your partnership with NVIDIA and ongoing partnership with Intel. And I look forward to talk to you again soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Swapnil.